think the stream's working now. Maybe. I was getting a couple of messages when I was trying to start the stream, and it said that it couldn't connect to the server, so I don't know what was happening, but I think it's working now, maybe. It seems to be good now. Hey Isaac! Hey Small Human! Hey Alpha Werewolf! Yeah, finally, finally it worked. I don't know why it was giving me problems. It just kept saying it couldn't connect to the server or lost connection to the server. But finally, after trying over and over again, it's finally working. I'm just a little worried though that it might cut out. The stream might not last if there's problems. So let's hope everything goes to plan then. So we're slightly later than when we normally start, but let's hope for the best. Let's hope everything goes well. So I'm just going to jump straight into this, so we're not wasting some time. So we created the office area in the hospital last week, and a little records room, and the week before that we were creating an exam room, which I also created a patient room. So now I'm going to just remix this so I can take the patient's room, and we're going to create like a big ward that basically has numerous beds in the one room, because not everyone can get a private room. So I think Nemesis already. Wait, that's one thing I'm going to do actually. I'm going to like take the randomizer off again. Okay. So we'll create a big ward that's for mostly for the patients that are like in the A&E ward. So there's going to be lots of patients there. And then if there's more time, I'll also create the X-ray room. I looked at some pictures. The X-ray room looks quite simple. I just don't think I'll have an X-ray machine to select, so I'm probably going to have to build that off stream at some other point. Get my sculpting into use. So that's the two areas I'm going to try and do, and maybe like a small supply closet. I think that would be a good target for today. And then tomorrow, assuming the stream works, I want to do the nurses area and the break room, and then that's like most of the first hospital almost done. We still have the basement with the morgue, but other than that, and some of the hallways, the corridors, but other than that, I think that we're almost done with the main building. My internet is being really bad today too, so hopefully all goes well. Yeah, no idea what's happening today. It's very strange. The X-ray machine shall be our first sculpting challenge. Yeah, no doubt. It's like the actual machine that you put against your chest. It looks like, yeah, did you ever play the Wii? There was a game called Wii Fit, and it was like you could stand on this board, and it basically looks like an X-ray machine. So if you can create something like that, that's good enough. But then I noticed in the pictures there's also like this other machine. It's like you've got a bed, and then there's a big machine that goes like on top of the bed. I don't know what that is, but it's inside the X-ray room, so I feel obligated to make it as well. So I'll need to look at some proper pictures and stuff. Unless we just cheat and say the machine broke and we can't really see it anymore. What a way to start. Oh yeah. Right, so let me just, since I always forget to save this, let me just save this so that I know what we're doing here. So I'll just call this the like the patient ward. Sounds good to me. And what I'm liking about the hospital is that I can pretty much just reuse a lot of the same assets and then just, you know, mix them up a little bit, especially the same rooms like we discussed last time. So it means the hospital should come along quite quickly, I think. It's just about changing the items and stuff that are inside. So what thermal did we have? I can't remember. 58. That's all right. Can always turn that down if we have any problems. So I'll try my best to leave all of the objects just in case I need to quickly grab one of them. So I'll leave everything there for now. We'll just start. We'll start here. We'll start by making a big ward. So the ward. I'll get into these chairs and stuff. I don't know if I'll keep. I might keep the fan. You never know when you might need it, right? Same with the TV. But I'll try and make a big room. I don't know how many beds should be in the ward. I was thinking like maybe like 10 tops, maybe. So we'll see how that goes. It's going to be a bigger room. It's at the back of the hospital. It's near the surgery areas and the X-ray room. That's another area I'll need to do. I'll need to do the surgery place as well, whatever you want to call that. I wonder what the next community jam will be, and also how many votes my current entry can get. Yeah, it's a mystery. Hopefully you do well though. If you can get into at least the top 25%, I think that's a good target. I'm probably going to make something for the jam. Since it's only 30 seconds, I may as well make something. I already have an idea. There was already a level I was working on, but I didn't know when I was going to publish it. But now it sort of makes sense with the jam because it was a short level. So, well, it's more like an animation, I should say. So I'll try and finish that before the jam ends. I don't know when the jam ends. I think it was like 5 days time or something. So I'll do my best to try and to finish that. So I think I'm going to turn the beds the other way around. Oh, I hate that when you hover over a text. It's like all the music stops. I hate that. Right, so let me just turn this grid on. Right, I'm going to make the beds face this way. So we're going to have a room that's like beds on either side, and you have to like walk in the middle of them. And you know, it gives me some options for some creepy encounters with some zombies. Maybe there's a zombie that's hiding in between two beds, and then you get trapped in the corridor. So you need to either stagger them to run past them, or you're pretty much dead. Let me just figure out how I'm going to. So I need to create some space for the visitors. Let's just put it there, like that. So put these back down. Let's just say that'll do, right? I'll fix the wall later. It's always my excuse. They're probably going to need a breathing machine here because it is the accident and emergency. So that's another machine that I'll need to create. I'll probably replace this thing here and put it there. A 3-second dream jam. I mean, most creations that people upload to these jams are probably like 3 seconds anyway. Because I go in, I look, I quit. I could remake You Suffer But Why by Napalm Death for that jam. Don't even know who that is. You've lost me on that one. The next jam is a Daniele jam. I don't know if anybody else has the capabilities of making a 60 level adventure for a jam. No, yeah, definitely no. Please no. Yeah, oh god, no way. Right. Let's put the chair here. That'll do. Re-angle. And I mean, I probably could keep that just for the sake of already having a decoration. Let's put that down there. Put the newspaper back on the other side for now. I'm waiting for someone to make a photorealistic version of Daniele Lo Stickman the Fourth. Just a pink nose and some pink abs. I think that song holds the world record for the shortest song to be featured on an actual proper album, and it's only 2-3 seconds long. Wow, that's very strange. Did they do it on purpose? To get attention, maybe? So I'm trying to figure out how the map looks. So I'm thinking like you come down the corridor here. You're going to have the ward here like that, and then you're going to have an X-ray room like here. And then on the other side there's probably more wards. The thing is, I don't know. I'll either copy and paste the same ward and just mix it up, or I'll just make sure you can only access one of the wards. Because I'm not going to make every room in the hospital accessible, because I mean, if you think about all the patients' rooms, you're not going to enter all those rooms. So some are going to be blocked, some are going to be locked or damaged, or impossible to reach. That way it saves me having to create too much. So, hold on, I was moving that without even deciding what I was going to do there. I think, trying to think where the doors could be. I think maybe if there's like 5 beds in this corner, then there's like a main door in the middle, and then there's 5 beds on the other side. I think that would be a good layout. So since hospitals are pretty cramped, we're probably going to want to let me just move this first. We're probably going to want to get everything as close to the wall as possible. So put a bit there maybe. Let's see. Put these back over here. Oh, I guess I didn't deactivate that one there. Alright, so let's just duplicate these and see if the structure actually works. I'm just going to duplicate everything actually. Me as well, right? Now I know some of you like to do multiple duplications. Like you can press the right button or the left button. I don't normally do it because if I mess something up, then it means I need to redo them all, you know. So I need to figure out how far each bed needs to be. You know what? Before I do this, let's get. I don't know if I still have the curtain here. I know I was going to use a curtain to go around the beds, so maybe some beds you can't even see because of the curtain, and I think that would be a good mechanic as well, so you could hide like a zombie behind the curtain. I think I was writing kitchen there. Let's see what kind of curtains can we get. So we obviously want some medical ones, but I guess any kind of curtain will do, and I'll just... Oh, there's your favourite, Velvet Audio. He made a track called Curtain. Typical. He makes an appearance everywhere I go. So let's see, if I just use this one for now. I mean, it's obviously red, but we can change it. So I don't know if they're normally like... It's like this kind of colour, isn't it? I don't know, I don't want to make it too dark because it's a hospital. Maybe make it a bit lighter, like a baby blue kind of colour. I think that looks alright. So just assuming that there is a curtain, just to get our measurements correct. So we'll say that's where the curtain. Oh, this curtain's huge. Look at the size of that. We definitely don't want a curtain that big. Right, hold on. Right, so if you float over, I guess that's a good space for the curtain. And then I can duplicate everything else now, basically. Let me see. I didn't group anything together. I probably should. Makes it a lot easier, but I'm just going to keep it this way. Right, let's see if I can do this without ruining everything. So how many am I doing? Oh, hold on, I lost count. Right, so I need to go, so that's 1 bed, 2 beds, 3 beds, 4 beds. Okay. Let's see if I can do this. So I can't actually see what I'm doing here. My image is kind of blocked. Let me see, what does that look like? It doesn't work so well, I don't think, does it? Maybe like that. I think that's a good... Stop moving! My god. Right. If I do it like that, maybe. Maybe that's a good... equal sort of thing. So that's 5 beds, and then we're going to have 5 beds on the other side. However, because the camera angles, you might not be able to see all of the beds, so it means I can delete some, even though it doesn't really hurt the thermal that much since we're just copying the same objects. But just in case I want to reduce the frame rate or anything like that, I can cover some of the beds, or the camera doesn't actually see everything in the scene. So I'm trying to think, like, I don't want to make a huge room, you know. So if I'm putting 5 beds on this side, and then you've got a space here, and like another 5 beds on this side, it's a pretty big room. I'm just trying to think if it's a good idea to make it. Maybe I'll just do 5 on this side, 5 on this side. Keep the room this size, because I think that's probably better, and then make a separate room that has another 10 beds in them. I think that's better. So let me move all this out of the way, just so I don't block anything. Oh, something weird happened there. Right, but I think that looks okay. Isaac, how? Yeah, how is that possible? Hey Swigful, welcome back. I don't think Daniele has the capability of making a 30-second jam. It has to be 7 years minimum. Yeah, I mean that live stream still haunts me till today. So I think it's like it's sort of scratched into my brain that I need to have that length of experience again, or it's just not the same. It just isn't the same anymore. Right, so let me see if I can move this one over. I need to do that. There we go. Right, so I need to see how much of a gap there is between each of the beds. So I'm thinking it has to be the same length as the X-ray room. So the X-ray room, I have the machine here, I have a bed here. I guess this is maybe I'll make it a wee bit wider. Don't want to make it too wide. I mean, you got to have your distance between patients, right? But I think that's a good distance. You can feel a little bit claustrophobic, maybe. So we'll try this one out. I just need to try and make sure I line this up. So 2, 3, 4. Let's see. Just need to get it rough. Oh, I just realised it's moved the other bed for some reason. Right, hold on. Let me try that again. hate that it's hard to see things. I think it's like that, isn't it? No, it wasn't. I probably should have did it like this way. Do a top-down version. Let's see. I think that's good, right? Ah! I hate it! Stop moving. At the last second it moves. I'm telling you. There we go. I think we're all good. Okay, so we've got a rough idea of what this room's going to be like. They're not all going to have their curtains drawn out, so I can probably delete some of these. But you get the idea. So I'm thinking, do I use this again? I mean, it's evasion of privacy, but I think you kind of need to see people, right? So I'll put the door I think the door's going to have to be right at the end here. I mean, I could restructure some of how the hospital looks, but I think this is a good distance. I love how he read my LOL type as the 4th. I know it. I gave it more of a historical version. They are a grindcore band. Grindcore? Never heard of grindcore before. Most songs are very short. Alright. So the album's over and done before you know it. Yeah, I called out the curtain song last Create stream as well. Hope that fire doesn't burn the curtains. Well, maybe some of the fire. Well, oh my god, that was pretty close. I mean, look how perfectly measured this whole scene was. It got like just to the edge of the fire. I think we're safe. As long as it doesn't make any contact. I mean, I think it's just okay. But that's what you get when you come to this hospital. You need to prepare for these hazards. I just thought that same thing. You health and safety people. Like the memories of Vietnam, it will stay with you forever. Damn you, Daniele. Yep, Daniele. I mean, when we first played Daniele's level, we were making fun, jokes. You know, this was a game about pizza. But slowly that became the nightmare as we passed level 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. It was horrible. I still didn't play his new level. He created another demo, but the stream actually froze. Which is good because it meant that I didn't need to play it. But I've not seen him since, so I don't know if he's going to make an appearance this Saturday or sometime soon. Hopefully not, though. I'm getting MGS5 hospital vibes from this. Oh yes, good shout. I wanted to get some blood stained all over the place. When I got to that scene in MGS5, I thought it was a horror game. I felt like this is how Kojima was inspired to make PT after he made this horrible scene. Right, obviously I've got to fix that. You don't want the windows right in your headboard. So we'll just say that goes there. Okay. Looks good to me. But yeah, I'm doing fine, man. How is FF7 worth getting? Oh yeah, definitely. If you loved the original, don't worry, you're going to love this one. I was a bit worried that when I played the remake, I would get disappointed, because a lot of remakes, they don't always live up to the hype. But I have to say, this new one, it's a really good game. So they do some things that are a bit different from the original, and they expand on a lot of things as well. So if you're expecting a one-to-one remake, you're not going to quite get that, but you're still going to get a really good game, like in its own right. I think you can play both games, and they have their own identity, which is really nice. So, and if you don't like, or if you've never played the original, you can still enjoy this one. Like, you don't need to be a fan. At the end of the day, it's a great game, with a great story, and I don't know, the gameplay's fun, and to be honest, I would keep playing it, probably all day. But I've got to work, got to stream. I'm trying to be disciplined so I don't spend all my time playing it. But I believe Alpha Werewolf, he's already completed the game, so that would have been me in the past. But I'm a bit more reserved this time around. I'm trying to, you know, make sure that I still dedicate time to the streams and to other projects and things like that. But believe me, I want to keep playing it. So you should get it if you like RPG games. You should definitely give it a shot. Just realised, because I put the grid on half. Don't know if I should just do that. Maybe that looks a bit better. Don't want the windows to be too far out. I'll just do it like this. See what happens. Hey Zocky Dude Zocked, what a name. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a great week. Dreams is going to be huge. Yeah, I hope so. I really do. I think they need to solve some problems. They need to stop creating so many memes and so many crazy projects. I think, like, hopefully I can maybe inspire some people to make some proper full games, because this is going to be a proper full game. It's not going to be a work in progress. It's not going to be a little thing. It's going to be a proper experience, and I hopefully that's something that people can try to replicate as well. You know, I've just butchered this wall, but oh look, it actually almost fits. I think we did a good job. You're probably not really going to see this wall anyway, because when you come in, the camera angle is probably going to be more focused like this, but maybe if it goes like that, you might see outside. But you can imagine a scene like this where you just see like a zombie's hand or something like that, or a leg or something, and you're like, is he going to get me? So you run to the end of the corridor, you do what you need to do, and then when you come back this way, the zombie's leg is gone, and you're like, oh my god, there was a zombie's leg there a minute ago, where is he? So it's not always going to have jump scares where it's like the zombies are always going to attack you. Sometimes that zombie might just disappear, and it might just make you paranoid. Maybe you'll never find that zombie. You'll wonder the rest of the game, where the hell did that zombie go? But I think it's good to have oh what the hell, I think I copied this and I made the beds a little too high. Jeez. Alright, I'll fix that later. Yeah, I definitely put them up by one by accident. Right, just pretend nobody noticed that. I'll fix it later. Let me just catch up here. Does anyone have the thing where it flashes black screen 3 times, or is it just me? What flashes black screen? When's this? Thea Gox. Hello Thea Gox, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a great week. Are you enjoying Dreams? I can invent a new genre. Dingecore? Dark, creepy music mixed with grindcore. God. Small Who Man, I read creepy music is crappy music. Oh, you just got trolled, my friend. LB, if Daniele made a very cool, epic, old school survival horror game that is similar to Resident Evil, would you play it? Well, to be honest, if he made a old school survival horror game, I think, you know, normally you need like certain items to progress in the game. I think his items are going to need like, you're going to need like 70 items to unlock a door, and you need to backtrack through the entire game maybe like 50 times just to get a key. So I think his survival horror game, you're going to be going back and forward, oh my god, and I think it's going to take forever. So to cut a long question short, no, I wouldn't. I actually played someone made a level on Dreams. I saw it in the trending last night. It's called Resident Evil Outbreak. Full game, and I tried it. It's definitely a competitor. You need to search for it, and you'll see just how much competition that one's going to be. It's definitely not a one-to-one remake, but it's awesome anyway. Yeah, I mean, it does a good job being its own thing. I actually prefer that, because if it was just the same thing, maybe I would get bored. But since it is different, like the level design's different, the story's slightly different, the missions are different, so I think it gives it more life for fans that have already played the original Final Fantasy VII. So it's more entertaining for us as well. I did beat it, yes, 50 hours. It's a lot of hours. I know a lot of people were afraid that it was only going to last about 10 hours, because it's like, oh, it's only the bit in Midgar, so it's only going to last 10 hours, but clearly they did promise that it was a full game, and you know, based on your playtime, that is the case. I did play Final Fantasy VII when I was a kid, but I don't think I ever got past disc 1. Okay, I'll definitely end up getting it eventually. Well, to be fair, the remake is only disc 1 anyway, so you don't have to know the rest of the story. You just need to experience up until the end of Midgar, and then you're just going to have to wait for the rest of it, like the rest of us. 50 hours, that's almost as long as 2% of Daniele's new game. Exactly. They're slacking. Align the walls with a grid so it doesn't veer off in a weird direction. Yeah, I mean, it kind of was on a grid, but I don't know why. But I'm not too worried about it, because most of this stuff I'm probably going to redo anyway. When I get back to the polish stage, I'll sort everything out. Swickful, it's just Midgard, just in case you haven't been following information, yeah. So it's only like, not, maybe like a quarter of the game, maybe, technically, a quarter, depends. Isaac, 50 hours are just rookie numbers from Daniele. 50 hours is just the tutorial. Can't wait for VR stuff because I'm working on a FPS horror. Oh, that sounds interesting. I heard that Hideo Kojima, his horror game was going to be VR as well. Seems to be one of the better genres for creating horror. I don't actually have a VR headset, so I can't really comment. But I definitely would buy one just for Dreams. That's how powerful Dreams is. But I don't know how many VR projects I would actually make, because I've already got a lot of projects that I've got planned, and I think if I add VR to it, I'm going to maybe create a little bit too much. I don't want to overwhelm myself with projects. But VR is definitely something I would like to experiment on in the future at least. I think that would be quite good. Right, so we're just getting the rough structure. Don't worry about the grid. Just let's just get something it looks roughly good, you know. 'Cause, I mean, maybe these beds, they got moved in a struggle, you never know. Maybe it would make them look a bit more dynamic. Let me see, I just need to, I'm not going to use this wall, so let me just pull this wall over. Can I pull it from in here? I think I can, yes. Look at that. I didn't even try and it's almost perfect. I love it when it works out like that. So this is going to be one of the... I mean, I probably could expand this wall a little bit. Maybe it's a bit too crowded. But yeah, this is going to be like the creepy patient room, the ward. I'll take away some of the curtains, and I'll put a zombie in one of the rooms. I'm not going to tell you which one it is. I'm just going to have to wait and see. So I think I'm enjoying just. I know I'm going to delete this anyway, but just for now, get out of the way. I'm actually enjoying like making these scenes as quickly as possible now. So I think even though we need to obviously add a lot of detail to this, that'll come later. But I think the structure looks okay for now. So at least that's another room done. And now we can do the X-ray room. So we'll just assume the X-ray room is going to be here. It's going to be like next door. And I was thinking like maybe across the hall there could be like a surgery room, just for emergency surgeries. Also, if something is further away, you should reduce the detail. Yeah, absolutely. There's no need. Especially when we're using the camera angles that are going to be like this. So you're probably not going to get many close-ups. On FPS horror VR game. Oh yeah, that's good. I'll be looking forward to that once I get VR. 70 hours of backtracking, so you're talking about Metroid Prime. I've never played Metroid Prime. I've played, is it Metroid Fusion, maybe? I can't remember. I never played the 3D ones, it was only the 2D ones. But they were alright. 2Crack2, hey, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a great week. Are you up to anything special in Dreams? We are just creating our survival horror game. We've made a rough layout, basic level layout for the patient's ward in the hospital, and now I'm going to try and make an X-ray room next door. So let me just stretch this out and watch the thermal rise. Right. Oh, funny enough, it didn't rise. That's quite good then. If you're wondering why there's a weird fire here, that's like our signature fire. I think I'm going to put the jukebox back on random. Just because I think, even though Eternal Darkness tried to fix the jukebox, I think it only works on random. I think turning random off, it still doesn't work so good. LBA, when you beat FF7 Remake, let me know. I want to discuss something major with you. Oh yeah, will do. Probably take me a while though. I'm like 9 hours through the game, so it's probably going to take me a good few weeks before I get there. But I'll let you know. Midgard is only like 5 hours of disc 1. It's really short in the original. Yeah, I couldn't remember if it was like 5 hours or 10 hours or something. I couldn't remember. It's quite linear, so I couldn't really remember. I know that it took me about 40 hours to complete the original game, and that's just doing the main story, because there's side missions in the original Final Fantasy, but you need to properly find them. They're not so obvious, and there's some optional bosses and things you can take care of, but you can complete the game in 40 hours. So if we're assuming this remake is coming in 3 parts, 4 parts, I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think the remake will be 3 parts or 4 parts? Because Midgar was like a full game in its own, and like you said, that's only 5 hours, and they've times that by 10. So they could easily make at least 4 games. You'd think 3, but there's so many areas that you get to explore later that I don't know how, if they're going to just skip past a lot of areas, you know, like Cosmo Canyon. Are you going to visit it briefly and then move on, or is it going to expand it and make you stay there a lot longer? So that'll be interesting. I really want to see Sid in the new game. I think he'll be pretty cool, because if you've ever played Kingdom Hearts, the Final Fantasy VII version of Sid, he's in that game, and I've always wanted to see him in the remake. So he's a character I'm looking forward to. Him and his mop. What is Midgar? Oh, it's like a city in FF7, the place you start. Yeah, so the city you start in Final Fantasy VII. Your thermal. My thermal. Oh yeah, it's invisible. You can't see it right now. But don't worry, it's all good. We can always reduce the thermal if there's ever a problem. Okay. Euro TV. Hello, welcome back. Hope you're having a great week. Hope you're enjoying Dreams. This game is insane. Yeah, I love Dreams. It definitely gives you the opportunity to make lots of crazy stuff, and it's only going to get better hopefully throughout the year. Chocobo breeding was very time consuming in the original. Oh yeah, I don't even think I put much time into that, or the Chocobo racing. Unless your TV, you're talking about Final Fantasy VII being insane, then yes, that is also an insane game. Lower the graphics, it's way too high. Make sure it's all blue. You can't see my graphics yet, so don't worry. I only do reduce the graphics if I absolutely have to, because it's not doing any harm right now, you know. Obviously, if it starts to cause problems, then I'll do it. But most of the time, you can make a basic scene, and not have to worry about it. Once we come back to properly detail this area, then definitely we'll have to manage the thermal a bit better, I think. So the X-ray room is not going to be this big. Maybe like this, maybe. Let's see. I'll start filling things out inside and see what it looks like. But if it's going to be roughly the same size as the room next door, then it has to be at least this size. So we need to get some assets from the other scene. So we'll take, I don't know if I'm going to use this bed, because when I looked at the pictures for the bed in the X-ray room, it doesn't have wheels, it's like a flat surface. So I'll just take like the idea of it, and then I'll just create like a block under it or something. I'll show you what I mean later. So just because I saw that there was a bed in it, and there was like a machine that goes over the top of the bed. I don't know what the hell, look at that big gap down there. There was like a machine here that goes over the top of the bed, but then on the wall there was another X-ray machine, which you just put against your chest, basically. I don't think we're going to find an X-ray machine, because let's be honest, it's not a very common thing that people would make. I know we've got actual X-ray images here, so that's quite cool. Definitely going to use these. I was thinking even you could even collect these and then find like sort of a puzzle just by looking at the X-rays. So I need to figure out how that's going to work. I hope it's only 3 or 4. It's going to be very interesting to see how they proceed though. Oh yeah. I think they probably would have had to have designed all of the games first before they started releasing the first one, so we know where exactly the story's going to go. The quality, if you keep going, you can't save or play. Yeah, pretty much. But don't worry, we've got it under control. Nudali Hizzy, hey, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a great week. Are you doing anything nice in Dreams? This is looking good. I might have to play this when it's finished. Don't really play my PS4 much. Ah, okay. The good thing about Dreams is that you're always going to get new content, like every day, every week. And I haven't actually seen a proper full game in Dreams yet. Like, I've saw games that maybe last like an hour, maybe. But they don't feel like proper games. They feel like demos. So I'm going to try and make a proper game in Dreams. It's got a lot of effort being put into it. So many areas, because we've already created all of the street. You know, like all of the areas, like the restaurant, the store. Now we're building the hospital, and then we're going to build a secret underground lab. So there's a lot still to be built, but there's going to be so many scenes in this game. Lots of cutscenes and cool gameplay. Hopefully it's going to last. 2 characters, so there's 2 separate campaign modes, plus lots of unlockables, secrets, trophies. So definitely you could play this game for numerous amount of times. Difficulty modes as well. So what was I searching for? I was searching for the X-ray, but I don't think I'm actually going to find the actual machine. What the hell? X-ray character. Yeah, I think. Why is his head so big? The proportions are a bit strange, and I don't know if you can kind of see the skeleton like inside his hand. I don't know what's going on there. His hand is a lot smaller when he became a skeleton. That's for sure. So I'm just gonna have to put down a block here. Obviously I'm going to sculpt my own X-ray machine. Don't worry, this is not how the X-ray machine is going to look. I promise. Just to give us an idea of where it is really. So let's just say it's like that, right? There's our X-ray machine. I'll change the colour, maybe. There you go. That's our X-ray machine. Put it in like that. And then we've got some of the results. I don't know where I'll put these results, to be honest. Maybe on the wall or something. There needs to be a section with the nurses. They have to sort of sit behind a barricade. I don't know if it's to stop from radiation or whatever, but I'll need to put that in. So it's probably going to be, if I'm entering, let's say I enter the room straight down the middle. Maybe there could be some items here. Maybe I can put their little office thing here. So sadly I'm going to have to move this fire. I think the fire's done as much as it could. And everyone say hello to John Jerry Steve. He's been getting quite lonely over here. Just don't look at his leg. He's doing quite well. Him and his big sack. He just wanted to say hello. He's been missing you guys. So let me bear with me a second here, okay? I'm going to make a really quick room. You'll see what I mean. Whoa, that wall was long. Right, you'll get the idea in a moment. So I just want to make it so that there's like it's not an office, but it's just an area where they can do the tests and stuff. Let me put it down here because it needs to have there needs to be like a window and a door. So let me see. Put it like that. So let me see. I'll try to think what I'm going to do. I'll probably change how this is structured. However, get the idea. You have to go through like the door here, for example. I don't know. It takes you into like a little office room. But I'm probably gonna change this anyway, because I want it so that it's maybe I could put like the door. Hold on, to move these. I can put the door like here maybe, and then I'll fix the wall here. I don't want to spend too much time like fixing the graphics right now. I just want to get the rough idea sorted. Move this over a bit. Just enough so you see what I mean. Right. Blah blah blah. There you go. So they've got their wee room in there, and then you can imagine there's like a glass here. I'll probably redesign it. So rather than doing like one straight line, I'll probably like bend it a little bit, just to make the design look a bit better. But you get the idea. You come into the X-ray room. This is where the nurses or whatever they go. You do your test. They watch in here. I've been in an X-ray room before, so I do kind of know what they look like. But I did look at a picture as a reference anyway. So let me put this. I'll put the chair back here. I think the bed. Maybe that's good there. And there's meant to be like a big machine on the side here that comes up here, but I'm definitely going to have to sculpt that because it's not available in Dreams, and I'm still learning how to sculpt, so it might take a little bit of time. I'm just going to catch up with some of the comments here. It's over 50% and you don't have much in your scene. Don't worry about it. The reason why is because this scene here, this is a separate scene. I just kept it because I wanted to use some of the items, but I'm going to delete all of this. I'm going to delete all of this. So this scene here is going to be like a scene on its own. The X-ray room will be a scene on its own. So all of the scenes that we're building, they are all separate. They're not connected like this. They just look like they're connected right now because I'm just trying to get like a structure to see how big each room is side by side. But after I've finalised that, I'm going to cut all these off and make them their own individual thing. So it should be okay. Are you going to put der Frühversorger all around the hospital? What? Defibrillators? Alright, that's the one. Probably. I mean, I don't even know if I can find any in the Dreamiverse. So again, I'm probably going to have to create all the hospital equipment myself, which might take a bit of time. So that's something I'll leave till near the end, I think. More of the graphics side of things. And before a key is hidden in one body and you need to X-ray to examine in which part it's located. I suppose that's a good idea. I would need to like put them on the machine here maybe. Maybe you could, like, there's a body here and you need to activate the machine or something. And then you need to find the X-ray pieces to analyse where everything is or something. I don't know. I've saw some games they use like an X-ray pictures and they put like numbers on them. So it's like, oh, that's the code for the door. Look, his bone says 3, his ribcage says 5, his skull says 2. But I don't know if I'm going to make something so obvious as that. Also, fellow Scottish. Oh, hello. Nice to see you. Yeah, it's quite rare to find Scottish people on YouTube and in Dreams or Little Big Planet. I found it quite hard anyway. Normally you find mostly Americans, some English, bit Scottish. I don't know, it's a little harder. I don't know why. Oh, gross. Oh, yeah. Well, okay, just saying. Yeah, don't worry. Don't worry, we got it under control. I hate the thermal. No doubt I'll have problems with it once I start properly detailing all the scenes. The Outer Depths, LBA. What about the Outer Depths? Screw the Outer Depths? No, just kidding. I know you love that. I know you love that game. I'd love to have a cutscene where you dig out a key of a body with disgusting fleshy noises. Oh. You find a key and it's like, it's in his rectum? Oh no, you mean I need to put my hand up there? Oh god. Well, I guess we have to if we want to progress in the game. That's the only reason why. That's the only reason. Totally only reason. Dude, there is a thing I played a while back that was an entire game, like 3-4 hours horror game. Trying to remember what it was called. Was it The Outer Depths by the great Scott 2204? Also, I saw an X-ray rig at the beginning. Oh, did you? I'll need to check that. Maybe I missed it. Let me see. Where's the X-ray rig? Alright, this is just a X-ray game. X-ray. This is an X-ray camera. Ah, okay. This is a camera rig. So this is just to, you know, if you're playing like Batman Arkham Asylum or whatever, you want to see through walls and things. I think that's what that is. Right, don't play that, that's copyright. Need to watch. Sometimes if I play some music that's copyrighted, the stream gets a strike. So yeah, it doesn't look like it. I'll just make one, I don't mind. I'm just not going to do it on stream because it would take me like the whole stream to make a block. So I just want to get the rough layout done today. So we've did the patient ward, we're going to get the X-ray room kind of done. It's quite a bland room. I looked at some pictures and it does look quite bland, the X-ray room, so I don't really expect it to have much detail. So I mean, I'll add like some cabinets and things, maybe a board for them to hang these up on. Other than that, I think it's the basic structure's almost done. I know it looks really basic, but just the structure. And then I can probably do the storage closet maybe. A lot of new viewers this stream, I've noticed. Yeah, it's funny that sometimes you see a lot of the familiar faces, and then on a stream, every once in a while you see a lot of new people coming in, which is nice. Nice to see some new people. And it's good to get some feedback once this is all done. Because obviously when we release the game, we want enough people to know that it exists, right? Don't want to put all this effort in and then no one plays it. Hi GGS. Oh, is that how far back you are? Wow. I think I'm like 10 minutes behind, guys, so I'll catch up with your comments in a moment. Hi GGS. Nice leg you got there. Obviously I don't mean that leg. Oh, going for the compliments, eh? That's a good thing, means the channel is growing. Yeah, it's good. Can't complain, right? And especially once we start doing more streams. Like, because right now we're doing Thursday, Friday, Saturday, but I think we're going to, next week I'll do the Tuesday, Wednesday. But the Tuesday, Wednesday streams, we're going to be making a smaller project, so it creates some variety. Also, I kind of want to release more smaller projects, because if I just work on this project all the time, I'm never going to release anything till the end of the year. So hopefully we can get some different projects underway with more streams, and I'm going to try and get more videos back out again. That's something that I've not been doing in a while because of the streams, but got some good ideas for videos coming up, so that helps for people that don't watch the streams. They can watch some videos too. He has his eye on you, Isaac. Yeah, better watch. It's going to come for you, literally. YouTube literally just had it as a next video, and here we are. Okay, do you mind me asking, like, what video were you watching? Were you watching a video on this channel, or was it another Dreams channel, or... I'm curious to know where people come from. So, I mean, if you can remember what video it was, or what channel you came from, might help. I'm already subbed though, so I've obviously watched this guy's channel before. Oh yeah, that guy! I remember him from like 2 years ago, maybe. Yeah. I sometimes come across people that upload a video and I'm like, who is this person? I don't remember subscribing to them, but normally it's because they haven't uploaded in like 2 or 3 years, and then suddenly they upload again, and I'm like, I don't remember subscribing to you, or they changed their name or their logo or whatever, and I completely forget who it is. Cool, glad you're here. Yeah, it's good to get some new people in. I was looking for active dreamers, and here I am. Oh, nice. So I guess it's just sometimes it's just searching for Dreams PS4 and seeing what comes up. I don't know if they prioritize live streams like when you search on YouTube, because obviously like normally videos would come up, but I'm not sure if they prioritize some live streams, because since it's live they kind of want people to watch there and then in that moment. So I'm not sure how it all works. LBA is easily my favourite Dreams streamer. Oh, thank you. And soon, by the end of the year, I shall be your favourite Dreams creator. Watch out, Great Scott, here I come. I mean it. No doubt, same here. Very kind. Same. Craig Mond is from Scotland. Yeah, he does sound a bit Scottish, Craig Mond. It's funny though, when Americans, they say Craig, they say Craig. Craig. And I'm like, what? Who's Craig? It's Craig. Craig. Velvet Audio too. Alright. Interesting. Robo-Killer. Hey, welcome back. Hope you're having a great week. Sup, what you doing? Well, we're making more areas of the survival horror. We've made the... we're not going to use the curtains for all of the bedrooms, all of the beds, but this is like a big ward for the A&E section of the hospital, and now we're making the X-ray room, which we're just kind of starting, but it's quite a basic room. A few weeks ago we made like a little exam room in here, so it's just the basic layouts. We'll do all the graphics on the walls and add some detail and change the floor and stuff like that later. Right now it's just about getting the structure. So the X-ray room is pretty much what I'm just finalising right now. I'm definitely going to change the structure of this because I don't really like how it just goes straight. I kind of want it to go like in a different direction, but I'll do that later. So once we get this X-ray room done, we'll do the storage room, and I don't know if there's any time left after that. I might do like a start on some other rooms, but some other rooms we need to do is like a basement, a morgue. We need to do the nurses department. We need to do the break room. We need to do some of the head offices for the bigger doctors. We need to do a bathroom. We need to do a cafeteria, some conference rooms, the grounds outside, pediatrics, some little labs. But I think we're making good progress. I think I was planning on finishing all the level design by the end of July, but I think if we keep going at the rate we're doing, making a couple of scenes per stream, I think we can finish by the end of June, which gives us more time to polish all these areas and get all the gameplay in and stuff like that. So I want to get the game like playable by the end of September, and then after that I'm going to add in all the cutscenes and tweak some gameplay and fix some bugs so that we can try and get the game out for the end of November this year. So I'm going to work hard to make sure we meet that deadline. I actually mostly see British and French people in Dreams. Americans are rather rare. Oh, interesting. I don't know if that's like a change. Like Little Big Planet had a lot of Americans, but I don't really have the statistics, I guess. So, but yeah, that's pretty cool. At least you are doing something productive during quarantine. Yeah, I guess. If you count this as being productive. For me it is. This is like what I want to do with my life, right? So it's good for me. I think that's because MM are British. Yeah, maybe. They have that weirdness about them, don't they? It's like when you watch the new intro for Dreams, it's like they've got like cups of tea and cakes and things like that. Only the British. Oh my bad. Alright, see you around. Have fun and good luck with your game. Yeah, thanks very much. If you're still around, I'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna try and find out what that dream is called. Oh yeah, definitely let us know. I'd love to play it. I mean, 4 hours is a long time for a game, but if it's a good game, I'll definitely play it. Every Saturday we do a play stream, so I'll add anything to my list and I'll play it on Saturday. Maybe if it's 4 hours, I'll probably only play like an hour of it, and then so I can play other dreams too. But I will finish it gradually. I found LBA by going on Dreams, scrolling down to trending and live broadcasts, and saw one of your streams. Okay, so you saw me directly on the PS4. That makes sense. Honestly, let me remember what video I was watching. I know you watch so many videos, it's hard to remember. I can actually just back up a single page. Okay, so I found out it was If Life is Strange took place in Bully. What? What does that have to do with my channel? That's funny. Because it doesn't have anything to do with Dreams. It doesn't have anything to do with Life is Strange or Bully. That's funny. Oh well. If YouTube's recommending me for other people outside of Dreams, that's quite cool. We're getting an audience outside of Dreams as well. How about a Great Scott and LBA collab? Well, could happen, you never know. I've got pretty high standards though. I don't want to see any people, you know, zombies going through crates again. That's a big no-no for me. I will not allow that to happen, not even in this game. Hey Enter Attack Out, hey. How far is LBA behind of the chat today? Well, going by this record, it's 5 minutes, just 5 minutes. So it's good, it's doing good. 7 minutes, don't lie, I've got a clock right here and it says 5 minutes. Are you going to clap for the NHS at 8 PM? I'm kind of being forced to. No. I'm not disrespecting the NHS at all. I just feel like they deserve more than a clap. They deserve like donations, they deserve extra equipment and support, you know. Like I think like the whole idea of clapping them alone is like damn conservatives, you know. But yeah, I mean if anybody wants to clap at 8 PM, go for it. Usually I'm working, so it'd be kind of weird if I just start clapping. It could be worse, I don't know. Maybe I just want to ignore you, Intra Attack Out. Maybe I'm just like delaying my response so I don't get to talk to you. Nah, I'm not that cruel. I'm not that kind of dreamer. Hi, good to be here. The thermal better not be on fire today. Well, it's actually invisible so far. And funny enough, we've got like 3 separate scenes. If you remember this scene from before, and now we've got this scene, and now we're working on this scene, so we're actually getting a lot in before the thermal actually shows up this time. Well, I'm quite a big Dreams fan. I've been following the game since it was announced. Ah, okay, so maybe the YouTube just picked up the fact that you like Dreams videos, maybe? So maybe it wasn't anything to do with the past video you watched, maybe it was just your search history, maybe, that they recommended it. But that's cool. Get your claps ready, or get your hands ready. Well, I didn't want to say hands, because I thought get your hands ready, that's a bit strange. Let me see if we can get like a... Can we get like a board that we can put on the wall, just to pin up these... we can use something like that. A creepy board? Oh well. I don't know why it's creepy. I mean, our calendar's creepy? I don't know. Oh, what's this? A wooden cutting board. That looks quite cool. I always find that when people make food in Dreams, they do a really good job. Should I put a Ouija board in the game? Do you think that would be cool? I don't want to summon any digital spirits. I think that would be quite bad. What the hell is this? Someone actually built a board, an actual motherboard thing. Oh, there we go. It's a whiteboard, so it's not exactly what we're looking for, but what I usually do is I just grab something that looks vaguely like what we're looking for, and then I can just remake it myself later. So this will do for now. I think these definitely need to be shrunk down a bit. They're a bit huge. So I'll just put this here, right? Try and put it kind of next to the door. Get our wee character over here. He likes to wander away all the time, so we'll put him down here just to get some references to see where everything should go. So we'll put that kind of there roughly. There's our board there, and we definitely need to make these a bit smaller like that maybe. Let's see. We're going to have to like edit them because look, they're not all in a line. Damn it, we're going to have to like redo all these. Hold on. Maybe put them in the middle like that, and then I'll just need to, oh bang, I just need to scope in and move all these. So I'll fix all of this later. I'll always say that, it's my catchphrase, I'll fix it later. So we'll say that's the what happens if you find all of the X-ray parts. Maybe you don't need to find all three, maybe there's already 2 available and you need to find the last part maybe, so you just need to find 1. Maybe that's better. So I think it might get a bit annoying trying to find all of them, you know. So maybe if I have like 1 or 2 already there, it means that you just need to find 1. Don't need to keep coming back 3 times, just come back once, and then that will solve the puzzle. What that puzzle is, I don't know. Maybe there can be like a keypad lock here to get in. It's very high security. I think that would be quite cool. Let's see. JGS, get your hands ready. He's getting his legs ready, don't worry. A Ouija board to summon ghosts that can legitimately go through walls, so you can't blame the greatest Scot anymore. That's a good solution. Just make ghosts. And what if you made like an unofficial Ghostbusters game? You make a first person or a third person game and you just need to take down all the ghosts. That would be cool. Just make a white rectangle and turn the glow on a little bit, I suppose. Yeah. That's one solution. So the one thing I don't know how to do is glass, but I think I'm just going to have to use like a text box and use like transparency. I think that'll work okay. But I'm going to design all this again properly when I can be bothered. So the X-ray room's kind of bland. I still can't put the machine in here because I need to make it. I need to redo this part just to make it look a bit better. Sculpt a proper bit to put your chest when you get X-rayed. Apart from that, do we need anything else? Is there anything from this room that we could maybe transfer and use in the other room? Maybe like the sanitizer, maybe that would be good. We need bins, always. We need bins all the time. Maybe like one of these trays, just because we can, really. It's not because we need these things, it's just because it makes it look more like a hospital. Alright, so there we go. Right, I'll put this down. Put this one. I don't know where we're going to put this one. this like over here maybe. Just for now. We'll put the hand sanitizer, the German hand sanitizer. As you can see, it's German. We'll put that like here maybe. And then we'll just put the wee trash can here next to the sanitizer. So this will look good. Don't worry. Don't worry. In time, it'll be good. I just make a rectangle. Managed to get out of doing the clapping. Oh, good. Is that like a whole minute you need to clap for? Do you need to like open your windows and like let everybody know that you're clapping? Like, so you're not just like a crazy person clapping in your house? It's honestly been so long since I played Dreams. I kinda like playing things on it, but I also like creating things too. I just haven't got round to really creating anything insane yet. Yeah, they just take some time, I suppose, just to learn the tools and stuff. I think so. Stand at the door and clap. Wow, you guys are dedicated. Very dedicated. Imagine you're like the only person there. People are like, what's this person clapping for? As long as people don't miss their classic Coronation Street or something. I don't know if that starts at 8 o'clock, but people do not want to miss any of that, so they can screw the clapping. I heard post banging as well. People were banging like pots and pans. I'm like, that's expensive, don't ruin those. Just use your hands, man. We get that you all want attention, you know. I'm just sticking to music. Music is really... Is that a sarcastic really? So music is really, really fun. Yeah, I would agree. It's a pain, music. How did he get over there? Did that put him over there? I don't remember him coming over here. Right, we'll say that's like the X-ray room, more or less. I'll just get a door, just so we can see roughly where we're going to enter from. I guess that looks alright. And then we can make a storage room. But the storage room is going to be on the other side, so it's not going to be this big room. The storage room is going to be really small. My knowledge is basically going off Scrubs. If you ever watched Scrubs, they used to hide in the storage room a lot. So that's where we'll find the toilet paper, we'll find the masks, we'll basically find everything that we need. So I'm just going to fire it over here. Doesn't have to line up or anything, because this corridor here is not really... You're not going to be in this corridor. This is just... since all the rooms are separate anyway, it doesn't really matter. So let's make a small storage room. Let's try not get too crazy. Just get some boxes, get some masks, some toilet paper. Disinfectant, these kind of things. Let's see, how big is this going to be? I guess I'll adjust the walls later once we know how big this storage room is actually going to be. So let's get some shelves. I don't know if I should use plural. Let's just go for singular. Sure, we had this problem last time when we were looking for shelves. There were so many. I think we used these ones, but this was for the big storage area. I suppose I could use them again. They're not that massive, right? Let's get a little character that likes to wander around. Fire him in here. Put this down here. We're actually creating a little bit faster today, like even though the detail was basic. Normally we only make like 1 or 2 scenes in a stream, so I think if we get this done, that's 3 scenes kind of laid out, which is good progress. We could actually finish this even earlier. So let's see, if we open the door, let's try and make it as tight as possible, right? Oh, sorry, didn't want to squash you there. I need to make sure the door doesn't smash open. Let's see if it turns. That should be fine. As long as there's space there for that door to open. So yeah, it's not going to be a big storage area. Let's see if I can maybe make this one like this. Give you some room to. I don't want the player to get stuck, you know, when they're going around the area. 'Cause it's alright to make something look realistic, but in a game, I read that in most video games they usually make the environment like double the size, just so that the player doesn't get stuck. And the only reason I read that was because if you ever played Alien Isolation, they said they did the opposite. They made all the environments pretty much to scale, so it made things extremely more tense. So you probably could get stuck behind a shelf or something like that, or a unit or whatever. Right, so is that a good sort of size for the storage closet? It has to be very tight. We're literally just coming in to collect like an item or 2. It's not going to be that big of a deal. I'll just get the walls sorted. It's not so important to do this, but I like doing it. A part of me likes doing this kind of stuff. I don't know why. It's not the most important thing to be doing. Oh, let me check here. See, I'm not ignoring you, Intrataka. I'm just staying 5 minutes behind you at all times. That's the rule. Watching you makes it seem like it's not actually that impossible to make levels with the DualShock 4. Yeah, it's pretty easy, to be honest. I mean, like, how I make levels is basically like this. I make a really basic layout just to see how everything looks structurally. And then after that, I return and properly, once I'm happy with how everything looks and how everything plays, then I start to put in all the proper graphics once it's like set in stone. And then once I do all the graphics and Intrataka out in the chat, he's doing all the lighting. Once all that's done, then I can start to put down items, so bullets, health supplies, files like notes and things that you can read, key items, puzzle areas. Once I do all that and put all that together, plus the transitions going from scene to scene, the game's pretty much playable. And then I just put in the enemies once I've got the combat templates ready, and I'm leaving the cutscenes for last because I feel like they are not that they're easy to make, it's just that when you make gameplay, you need to properly test it, and the gameplay is the most important thing. The cutscenes, I want to make the cutscenes really good as well, but the gameplay comes first in the level design, you know, because I could have an amazing story, amazing cutscenes, but if the level design or the gameplay just doesn't match up, then people aren't going to play through the game to even witness the whole story. So I need to make sure everything's pretty good. But yeah, it's easy. The only thing that might be more difficult is to sculpt like characters and things with a DualShock. It's not impossible, people can do it, but I think you need to have a lot of patience. I'm definitely going to try and practice that myself every week, try and create a character just as a challenge, and some music as well, because I do not make music. I've started my sculpting adventure and I'm already really happy the way things are going. I dabble in music every so often now. Oh, okay, you've got a wee head start over me, I see. So I almost finished a track last night. It's about 2 minutes 15 seconds. I'm going to try and get it to about 3 minutes and try and polish it up a little bit. It's not that great sounding, but I think Isaac, he's going to come in and try and polish the he's going to try and polish the song to make it actually pretty decent for a change, and then I'll try and sculpt a character. I don't know what character I'm going to sculpt yet, so if anybody wants to give me any suggestions, I'll sculpt anything, to be honest. Someone said, I think Isaac said make a robot, but I think I'm going to make characters first before I sculpt environments, because that's the ones that I struggle with the most, more organic sculpts. Also, yeah, people were using pots and pans here last time. Crazy. Crazy! You need to get the cheap pots out, don't use the good ones. I've got 2 projects going right now. Now that I'm done with FF7 Remake, I should be able to put much more time into them. Yeah, definitely. I mean, we're the opposite right now. I'm trying my best not to play Final Fantasy 7, so I can actually create as much of this game as possible, because I want it out by the end of the year. I think it's possible. It's definitely possible. It's just you never know what problems might come up, so it's best to get a head start on everything. But I definitely want to play more Final Fantasy when I get the chance. I'm not being sarcastic. Making music is actually fun. Are you saying you're not sarcastic in order to be sarcastic? Like, I'm not being sarcastic. It's like that. That's the way I heard it. I can imagine it being pretty fun. Yeah, it's pretty nice. I mean, it's quite chill as well. You know, listen to some music. Have the chat here as well is good. Keeps me motivated. Because I think if I was just to create these levels, I think I'd get a bit bored. I'd probably give up a bit too quick. But since we've got the chat, it actually keeps me going. Imagine someone takes a gun out and starts shooting the sky instead of clapping. That's only in America. Only in America. Yeah. It's funny, like when all of the supermarkets, they were running out of food and cleaning products, toilet paper, these kind of things. In America, they were running out of bullets. Like, people were buying loads and loads of bullets. I guess they were so afraid that people would start going crazy and start to steal things. I don't know, but yeah, they bought a lot of bullets and guns, and it's crazy. I used to do it on the old Sony Ericsson Walkman. I've heard of people lighting fireworks, so you're not too far off. Wow. Has anyone ran through the street naked yet? Just like painting like, we love the NHS. I think that's the next step. Obviously, don't run together though. Distance and all that. You don't want to be touching each other anyway, you know. Something really cool about streams compared to videos, to be honest, you can actually interact with the video. Yeah, that is a good point. I know that some people do prefer videos because they can take their time. Maybe they don't have a lot of free time to properly watch streams, so they like to just watch like 10-minute videos here and there, like on their lunch break and things. But at the same time, streams are more interactive, especially if you have someone like me who actually reads the comments. But I still like to make videos, because sometimes there's some things you just can't do in a stream. You need to make in a video something more structured. So I'm definitely going to try and get back to making some videos to complement both sides of the channel. But I definitely want to do as many streams as possible, try and get as many projects out as possible, try and win that INPE award. Let's see. Hopefully Intra Attack Out doesn't steal it from under my nose. Yeah, for example, say fire and he uses the fire bookmark. I'm going to have to actually redo the fire bookmark because I moved the fire. See, it's not here anymore. So let me rectify that. Okay, all right. Let's have one where John, Jerry, Steve is in the picture, right? So I'll just delete this one, and there you go. So yeah, if anything's ever fire, if you think anything's really cool, you're talking about anything awesome, we can just go fire. Don't ask us the context for why we do this. It's just something we do. And don't ask us why he's called John, Jerry, Steve. That's just his name. I mean, I'm not lying. His name literally is John, Jerry, Steve. Don't look at my leg. that's his name. That's just the way it is. Back in a past stream, so if you've missed it, I'm sure someone can explain. Oh, more fire. Also, LBA, you need to add some of Great Scott stuff to your jukebox in the stream next week. Oh yeah, alright, just send me some creators' names and I'll take a look. I don't know how many tracks I want to put in the jukebox. I guess if every track is like 2-3 minutes long, or 5 minutes, I don't know how crazy you guys are. But I'll try and make something that we definitely get to hear all the tracks in the stream, so it's not like we miss certain tracks. Yeah, I can't work in unlit environments like this. I know, don't you just love it? Imagine I released my game like this, Intra Attack Out. Can you imagine? Oh, how scary. Oh, you'd be terrified. You'd be like, oh, the lack of lighting, it's killing me. That would really scare you, I think. Make yourself, LBA. Yeah, I will do. I'll make as much as I can myself without going too far. Somakimus Dankimus, hey, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a great week. How many scenes do you have done? Oof, a lot. So we've did all the streets. Let me count. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. About 26 scenes. See, I've counted them all in my head. I know them all off by heart now. So about roughly 26 scenes, give or take. I guess, so we've did about 26 scenes. That includes all of the areas in the streets. So there's different buildings you can enter. As for the hospital, we've did about 6, 7. This will be like the 8th of the hospital. Every room is basically going to be a scene. Like, even though this is one scene, I'm going to split them up because it's better for thermal. Plus, if you remember classic survival horror games, when you go through a door, it loads the next area. So that's what I'm going to do. So this will be a scene. 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 The remaining scenes in the hospital, I'd need to properly count them all. Depends how many rooms you can go in. I guess, like, in the hospital we need to make another 10 scenes, maybe, like unique scenes, because like we made a patient's room, but we can easily just copy and paste the patient's room and change it, so we don't need to make any more patient rooms. But yeah, maybe at least another 10 unique scenes in the hospital, and then we'll make the underground secret lab. I don't know how many areas that'll have. Maybe it'll have another 8 to 10. It's not that huge of an area. It's just the end of the game, basically. So, good progress so far. But I can't wait till I start doing proper graphics and we get the lighting in and the gameplay, and suddenly this piece of junk right here will start to look pretty good. It's just the way I create. Like, some creators, they like to create everything amazing right from the start, But I don't see the point, because if I change my mind about something, I've just wasted all my time, you know. So I try and keep things simple until the game is fully fleshed out, and then I'll go back and design as much as I can, really. I'm interested to hear what your first song sounds like. Don't expect much. It's you can definitely improve it a lot, let's say. It's alright. So I don't really know what type of instruments to use. I don't know how to manipulate the instruments or change the settings. I don't know how to make things sound good. I'm not musically trained, so the notes might not work together. There's a lot of things that could be obvious problems, but I'm sure you could transform it and it'll suddenly become something really good. Yes, shoot the coronavirus away. Honestly, humanity is so stupid. I know. It's like they're afraid that everyone's going to become zombies in the future. We are stupid here in the US. I'm ashamed. I mean, you get a lot of stupid people, to be honest. Like, even in the UK, people are hoarding a lot of food, and it's not really necessary. It's funny, we've got a guy that comes, Eternal Darkness, Red Stool, in the chat. He's not here today, but it's funny because he bought a lot of stuff, and he bought a lot of bread, like loaves of bread, and I guess he forgot that if you leave bread for a long time, it starts to get mouldy. So I think he bought, I don't know how many loaves of bread he bought, but you know, he was eating sandwiches every day, but obviously after a certain point of time, the other loaves that you bought are all mouldy, so it's like you kind of wasted your money. So I think that was a harsh lesson that he had to learn. I heard that in France, red wine and condoms are very popular and sold out. Oh, yeah. What about Germany? Nails and hammers, all gone. I don't think red wine and condoms is good for social distancing. Yeah, not so much. I think he meant sculpt yourself as a character in the game. Myself? I guess I could try. I mean, it's going to be quite difficult, but we'll see. I can barely even make a basic character, let alone something that's more realistic. But I'll try. It'll be quite funny if I could put myself in it as a cameo or something. Maybe as a zombie. That way I can... It doesn't have to be super accurate. Make a Scottish guy that becomes a zombie. Impressive scene list. I also make horror games. I'm interested in checking this out. Oh yeah, definitely. I'm planning to make a demo for the end of July. I just need to wait and see how everything works out, because there's other people that are working on the project. We have Sloppy Jew. He's working on the character sculpts. That's why we're still using the blue guy. He's building all of the characters and all the monsters and things, so if he finishes in time, yeah, there will be a demo in July. If he doesn't, I'm going to have to delay it. So the plan is, the end of July, you have the demo for the first character. At the end of September, you'll have a demo for the second character in a different location. And then by the end of November, the full game will be out. I'm still going to release smaller games this year, but this big project is going to be the main priority, I guess. But hopefully we can get it out by the end of November. I think it's possible. I just don't want to release something if it's not as polished as I would like. But at the same time, I don't want to release in December, because I feel like once it's Christmas, people forget things. They go on holiday and maybe they don't, they don't have time. So I'd rather get this out in November. Also, it gives us a chance of being nominated for an INPI for next year. I don't want to waste another year waiting for one. But yeah, if you've got any horror games that you would like me to check out, just let me know. I just noticed a message there. I don't know if did you see that? It said you're disconnected from the server. I think the stream is still working. That's weird. Maybe it was just the Dream server or something. Weird. Weird. But everything seems to be functioning. Okay. You probably didn't see it because my face is blocking the text, but it came up saying something. But yeah, if you've got any horror games that you want me to check out, every Saturday I do a live play stream, so I'll play through your horror games. if you like. Oh yeah, didn't you make Persevere? That was a pretty cool level. See, Isaac, he knows everybody's name off by heart. He knows the whole Dreamiverse. Ain't you the guy that made that thingy-majig? He knows everybody. What name did I give the puppet? What name did you give the puppet? I don't remember now. I actually didn't realise you gave a name to it. I must have forgot. Yeah, I appreciate that. That was my first dream. Persevere. I've probably played it. It's just I'd need to see the thumbnail to remember. But if it's a good level, if Isaac is a fan, then that's pretty cool. I do like to play some horror games and dreams. Really good, especially for your first one. Nice work. Hey Breezy Archer, hope you're having a great week. So I can build my own game in this, and all with just my PS4. Yep, pretty much. You can build literally anything you want. You just can't create online multiplayer or VR at the moment because they are coming later in updates. But basically, yeah, like you can create any type of game you want. Do you want to make an action game? Do you want to make a first-person game? Do you want to make a puzzle game, a sports game? Anything, honestly. Because look, this is me just using assets from the community. I didn't build any of this stuff, but you can build some stuff of your own. So this is sculpt mode. You can pretty much build and shape things how you want. Then you've got coat mode. This is basically just to improve your graphics and stuff. There's a lot you can do, to be honest. You can make your own movies. There's cameras. You can animate. So I can animate this character, or any type of character, to be honest. You can build your own characters and do anything really. The logic is pretty extensive. You've got sensors and inputs. You've got all different kinds of logic, like timers and counters and calculators, movers, make things move, run away. You've got text boxes, so you can make HUDs, like menus, some gameplay stuff. This is if you want to use the puppet, or scoreboards, or prizes, these kind of things. You use all your cameras. You can put lighting in. You can change the grade and effects of the screen. You can use wipers like transitions. These are your connectors, so if you want to make anything that's more physics based, you can use those, or use a connector, a ball joint connector, if you want to move your character. And if you like music, there's a lot of different things for sound design. And that's just like the basics of the tools. Once you actually enter the tool, each tool has their own settings as well. So there's a lot to learn, but the opportunities to make whatever you want, it's pretty cool. You can do your own voice acting, make your own music, everything. You can also search for other people's stuff, so you don't have to make anything on your own. You can use other people's stuff, like I'm doing here, just to flesh things out. It saves a lot of time as well when you use other people's stuff, because then you don't have to waste time. You can just throw things down, which is really handy. Let me just get back here. Thanks. I'm currently making a Silent Hill game. There's a demo out right now. Been working on it for a while. Okay, what's the name of the game? Maybe I can, if I've not played it. Yeah, I played a few Silent Hill games, so I don't know if I've played yours already. But if I haven't, I'll add it to my queue for Saturday. I'll check it out after the stream. And yes, Breezy, with enough time, practice and dedication, you can. Thanks, I would really appreciate that. Yeah, we'll give it a go. I'm sure it'll be excellent. I probably played your level. I just wish I knew what it was called, because then I would maybe remember. There's a few, like at least 3 different Silent Hill levels I played within the past few weeks. Nice, I might get this then. Thanks for the reply. Yeah, no problem. It has a bit of a learning curve. I mean, can't just jump in and make a game, like an amazing game right away. Like, I would start off small, like make some simple games just to learn the tools, how you put things together. Right now I'm just making environments, but usually off stream I create a lot of logic. So I've got a main menu, an inventory system. Once I get my characters ready, I'm going to animate them all and put the combat logic in, so you can actually use the weapons to kill the zombies and things like that. So it's hard to really say what you can't do in Dreams. Just need to be passionate about it, and you can make some really amazing stuff. Just so you know, the beginning can be pretty tough. It takes a lot of practice, so start small. I feel like we're saying the same thing here. But once you get accustomed to the tools, it's great. The music tools are amazing as well. He's lying. The music tools are terrible. No, I'm just kidding. The music's great. If you like to make music, I'm not so great. Hey Stu Nemo, welcome back. Hope you're having a great week. Are you creating anything new? Greetings, chaps. The only thing that puts me off playing this game sometimes is the frame rate. Sometimes, especially on those super realistic looking games, and people haven't bothered optimizing it. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I mean, I'm on a base PS4. I don't have a Pro, so if you're going to find frame rate problems, I'm going to be finding them too. If you have a Pro though, you should be okay. It's just the base PS4 not so good. But I don't really want to buy a Pro. I don't see the point. I'm just going to buy a PS5 and then that'll solve all my problems. But the good thing about creating though with a base PS4 is that if you're having frame rate problems, you know that all the base PS4 players will have the same problems. If you're creating on a Pro, it's harder to judge, because if something doesn't have frame rate issues for you, it might have frame rate issues for the base PS4 players, and you're not going to know that unless you test and people tell you. So it's actually good that you do have a base PS4 if that's what you have to create. It's slightly easier to test things. I'm so used to PC gaming with way higher frame rates, so it kind of gives me a headache at times, I guess so. I mean, I play PC games sometimes, but I'm not so like into the frames, you know. I think Dreams goes up to 60 frames, but I think because I'm on a base PS4, it probably floats between 30 and 60. But hopefully the PS5 will give us at least a solid 60 at all times. I think that's good enough for me. The name was something similar to Bovaretta, probably why I forgot it. Well, actually, there's a way you can find out. See, if you watched the stream, last week's stream, all of the chat remains active. So you can probably find your comment. It won't appear in the regular comment. It will be in like a separate comment section, the live chat section. So maybe if you find, I think you mentioned it near the end when I was working on the records room. So if you find it, you'll probably find it in there somewhere. Random guy, hello random guy. Nice to see you here. Did you come across us randomly? Hope you're having a great week. Is that Dream? It's Dreams the game, yes. Yes, it is. It's don't know if you noticed the menus where you can make your own games, your own movies, all on the PS4. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get it. Thanks for the stream. Yeah, no problem. We stream every week, so if you need any tips on how to create things, you might be able to learn some things by watching. Or if you like to see some creations, we'll be playing those on Saturday, so plenty of time to catch some streams. Daniele, the horror game. You mean the normal game is already the horror game? So what does that make the horror game? It's called Silent Hill Midwich. I'm currently working on part of the old Silent Hill town. Thanks to a Silent Hill 1 level viewer I downloaded on my laptop. Damn, did I play Midwich? I'm trying to remember. I played a Silent Hill game on Saturday. There was a creator that made 2 different ones. He made like Silent Hill, is it Damnation or something, and then Silent Hill something else. Those ones are pretty cool. I'll need to try Midwich then if I've not played it already. I'll add it to my queue for next week. Daniele is already a horror game. See, Isaac, we say the same thing. It's like we're thinking alike here. It's well worth it, Breezy. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm using the Pro. Still issues sometimes. Oh really? Even with a Pro? That's surprising. It must break my PS4 then if I play those levels. I'm working on a series of quiz games and dreams that I am rather cleverly calling quiz dreams. Oh, very nice. I like it. Are you gonna create like a game show where we can like play against people? That would be fun. Actually, this issue with base PS4 Pro reminds me of music a bit. There's a huge difference between stereo and mono speakers and such. Oh yeah. Like if you make a song, go away Nemesis. If you make a song with stereo headphones and it sounds good there, it might end up sounding extremely terrible when played from a mono TV speaker. Yeah, no doubt. Testing things on all different kind of speakers is a nightmare for me. I, like myself, some quizzes, so I'm looking forward to that, Nemo. Oh yeah, definitely play it when it's ready. I'm still trying to wrap my head around what the horror game I'm thinking of is called. It starts in a gas station where your car has broken down. Anyone know it? It's a dream, of course. I don't think I played that one. You start in a gas station where your car's broke down and it lasts 3-4 hours? I have no idea. How old is it? Did it come out recently? Was it the early access? I might just search for horror games and go through the list and see if I can find anything. Right, let's see if we can find any supplies for this damn supply closet. I mean, I know it's quarantine and everyone's gone crazy with taking, I was going to say stealing, but taking it, raiding everything off the shelves, but this is a hospital, goddammit, we've got to have some supplies. So naturally we're going to, the first thing we're going to put in is toilet paper. Everybody needs toilet paper, right? There you go. Toilet paper roll. There we go, perfect. So we'll just get some of these floating around the place. Oh, I hate that when the door gets right in front of you, in front of the camera. So yeah, we'll sort out how everything looks properly. Where did our character go? He's over here now. What are you doing over here? I said we need you in here. Right, just to see how everything looks. Is that a good size toilet paper? Like, let's just measure it. Yeah. Maybe a bit smaller. Maybe like that. Looks a bit. That's a good size. Like that. There you go. That's what he gets for running away. So, yeah, let's just. I'm probably going to like make out a bunch of them and then just like group them together. Saves me having to keep placing them down all the time. Right, well, so we've got our toilet paper. We need to get some other products. Depends what people have made though. I don't really know if I can search for like masks because I think masks are it's a very broad thing, you know. I think I'd have to look for a medical mask. I love that someone's actually made the mask and it's just the basic puppet, just painted. But good effort. What the hell? Yeah, so masks are very... Ooh, clown mask. Creepy. Yeah, I'm going to have to find some kind of... This looks quite cool. Doesn't have a lot of thumbs up though. Says the guy that did not thumb it up. Right, let me see. Oh, look at that. That's super detailed. Right, I'm going to have to try and search for... oh. Medical mask. Oh, there's nothing. Let's try medic. Nothing. The medic. What are you doing with that heart? Right, I'll try to see if we can find anything that at least has the word medic in it. Some other supplies. That'll be good for the surgery room. A bit creepy, you know, but I think it'll look good. I'm not really finding that many things. First aid kit. Alright, good work. Look at that, 20% thermal. 20% thermal. That's your worst nightmare intra attack out, isn't it? We obviously need to fix this part. Yeah, that'll do. Try and get it down as much as possible, right? How can the letter A be that thermal extensive? Right, get the toilet paper. We do not need detailed toilet paper. We know exactly where that toilet paper is going anyway, so we don't really need to exaggerate. I can't really take off too much thermal here because look, you can see things start to disappear if they're not if too much details erased from them. We just take some of the stuff off the curtains here. Everything like the bed and stuff is already kind of low thermal because it was used in the previous scene, so that saved us a lot of time. But yeah, I couldn't really take that off because the handlebars disappear. It's probably like a workaround that you could use. I don't even know if I'm going to use these yet. I'll keep them for now just in case. Put that here. Alright, looks good to me. Right, see, we got rid of the thermal. That's the most important thing. But like I said, all of these scenes are going to be like separate scenes anyway, so I'm going to delete everything and save them all separately. So just because I want to try and keep everything together right now, it saves me remixing and starting a new scene again. I'll just create everything all in the one. I think it's better. And I'll sort the rest out later. Nemesis, will you not just leave us alone, please? It's been a bit much today. We do need to get like some the healing spray that we're going to use in the game. Obviously, if you go into a supply closet, I think you would expect to find one of the sprays. Let me see. I thought I could just search for spray and it would come up, but clearly there's a lot of them. Let's just say health spray. I think it was this one here. So we'll just have to assume this is the one of the items you'll find in here. Maybe I'll put it like here, so you have to come to like the back of the room to find it. Other supplies, so I guess there's like cleaning products and things. Let's see what comes up when I put in cleaning. Has anyone made cleaning products? Nope. Nope. Let's put in products, even though it's quite general. Nope. What the hell is this? He's a product, apparently. Higher quality products. I think that's what it was. Yeah, so there's no cleaning products. What can I do? Let's find some soap. Some soap, some towels, they would be good. Oh look, you type in soap and suddenly we find some soap. Nice. Oh, where did it go? I lost it. I mean, right now that's not that important that we detail all of these shelves right now. Just get like a few bits and pieces just to sort of get the idea that of some of the things that we're going to use. But obviously the shelves aren't going to be full. People have taken a lot of things, already, so it's alright if some of the shelves don't have anything on them. So let's see if I can find... Is there anything else in soap? No. Right, I think I'll search for... What the hell? I think I'll search for like a blanket or something. Picnic blanket, fluffy blanket, a dog in a blanket. Where's our actual... Oh. That is creepy. So apparently people don't make blankets. What else could they make instead of a blanket? Let's see, bed sheets. Got a baby's crib, great. This could work in the nursery part of the hospital, but obviously it's not what we need. Maybe I can just put in like bed and then something comes up. It's crazy, no one's put any sheets in the game. I mean, creating sheets, they shouldn't be that difficult to make, I don't think. Just pile up some rounded shapes. Oh, that's quite sad for a bedtime tune. Alright, so we can't find everything we're looking for, but we get the idea. We'll get some items here and there. Also like the game Buzz, so if it's similar to that, I will need to check it out too. What is your PSN? The same as your name, Stu? I think his name is the same. I don't know if there's like a slight difference in it, but you can probably find it by searching for some of the name. The premise sounds cool though. It's been since early access, yeah. Okay. Well, maybe I played it. 3-4 hours. It's rare that I've ever played a game that's 3-4 hours long. Ascendant Warface, hey, hello, welcome back. Hope you're having a great week. I'm back. Isaac, where did you go? Who said you could leave? Monkey the Danks, hello, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a great week too. Nah, it's Stubaka. See, he's very creative with his names. Little Star Wars reference there. That's for you, Isaac, because Isaac doesn't know any movie references. That comes from Star Wars. Gotcha, yeah. It's got some crazy levels with a dog. That's all I'm going to say. The rest is up to you to discover. Right, so we've got a sort of a patient ward here. I don't think I'm going to create another patient ward. I think 2 patient wards might get a bit repetitive, so unless I change the second patient ward up a bit, I'll just keep 1 for now. So we've got a rough sort of x-ray room, quite bland, but the pictures were bland. We've got a little storage room in here, which, whilst not the most exciting room ever, it's definitely necessary. So what kind of room is next? So we have to make the nurse's station. So the nurse's station is going to be where you meet one of the side characters, one of the important side characters in the game. And it's also going to be sort of not a hub area, but it's going to be an area that you'll visit a few times throughout the game, so you'll get quite familiar with it. Every time you finish a task or a mission, you'll usually come back to this area to converse with the nurse. Thanks guys, it's nowhere near like Buzz. Loved that game, just simple quick quizzes. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I remember Buzz now. You used to have like literally you had a buzzer that you could use. That was pretty cool. And he always reminded me of the Canadians from South Park, because he had the mouth that kind of flapped about. Thanks man, yeah. I'll check you out. Got it on a notepad, so I remember for later. I'm Nudalis on Dreams, I think. You don't know your own name on Dreams? Right. Well, hopefully it's the same. I'll check you out. Cheers. See, it's great. We're bringing people together to spread the love, right? All right. So what I'll do is I'll just save. I'll save this scene, right, so I don't forget. So it's just the patient ward, but I'll do remixes, get rid of these other scenes. I feel like if I keep making more scenes though, the thermal's going to get too high, so I'm going to remix the next one, and I'm going to try and make a nurse's station. What I like to do before I actually start the stream is I like to double check and make sure I get a rough idea of what the next area looks like. So I'll just do a quick search for the nurse's station, just to get an idea of the kind of things you would expect. I kind of have a rough idea. We've got the desk, the computer, notepads, telephone, these kind of things. It's kind of like in the central area, but my knowledge of a nurse's area is only from Scrubs, so it's basically going to look like Scrubs unless I check some reference images. So let me see. So nurse's station. Let's see. Even Google wants to help me. It's saying nurse's station design. So I'm going to put the nurse's station bang in the middle of the second floor. So you've got the patient rooms beyond and before, but once you get to the middle part, that's like the safe area. You can save your game there. You can talk to the nurse. A lot of the main cutscenes will probably take place there. So it looks like the nurse's station is basically some waiting room seats. Obviously the desk with the computer and the phone and the documents and stuff. Maybe you can put a wheelchair down. That's good. It's nice and handy. What else do they have? They have a nice shiny floor. I like the floor. They use chairs that have wheels on them, so we need to make sure we use the proper chairs to make it more authentic. Yeah, I mean, it just looks like an open office, really. It doesn't look like anything too unusual. They have a lot of files on the walls, a board for timetables. I guess that's pretty much everything, really. Yeah. So let me remix this scene, and I probably won't get to finish the nurse's station today, but I'll make a quick start on it, I think. So let's remix this. And we'll call it the nurse's station. It's going to be a nurse's station on both floors, but again, you just need to use the same one as before, just tweak it a little bit. So here we are, we're back to our default position. So it means I can pretty much just delete all this stuff, because you're not going to find any of this stuff in a nurse's station anyway, so there's no real point in me keeping it. I could just start a new scene, to be honest, but I like to at least have a kind of a rough template already in place, so that I'm not just staring at an empty scene. I'm like, oh my god, what do I need to do now? So I might keep one of these chairs for the waiting room. Not really a waiting room, but just maybe outside there's a few chairs that people can sit on as they're waiting for their loved ones or whatever. Plus I like this secretly. I actually like doing this. I like deleting everything. I don't know why. It's fun. One game I want to see in Dreams is a proper Time Crisis style game. you know, like House of the Dead kind of thing. I think recently we played a level that was kind of like it, but it was really short. So if anybody wants to make a Time Crisis, House of the Dead style level, by all means, go for it. I would love to play it. I think it would be pretty cool. So let's just say that we delete all this nonsense. Goodbye. Maybe I'll keep that just in case I need it. But everything else has to go. Keep these though. These will come in handy. Delete these. I don't really need all these walls. Too many doors. Okay. Delete successful. Let's see here. I'm just going to catch up before I get started again. Don't want to fall too far behind. Ah, okay, I see what you said. You'd be back in 3 minutes, Isaac. I didn't notice that. Excuse me. He was voiced by Jason Donovan. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Has anyone played Journey? Yeah, I've completed Journey. It's good. I've got a controversial opinion about it because I feel like, you know, it's like, it's nice, very artistic. I just, it's not, for me it's just not so fun, I guess. And once you complete it once, I'm done. I was never playing that again. I tried to play the other game they made, Abzu. And like a lot of people were saying it's not as good as Journey, but it's still like the same idea and it was still pretty cool. But I don't know, for some reason I didn't like Abzu. I just thought it was a bit boring. Just not for me, you know. That's all. I have many years ago, pretty cool experience. Yeah, that's how I describe it. A cool experience, you know. As a game, I don't know. I got it today for free. Yeah, you got Uncharted Trilogy and Journey. But the thing is, they gave both of those games away in PlayStation Plus not too long ago as well, so I've already got them, you know. Oh yeah, I think Journey and Knack 2 are free here in Germany. You got Knack 2? You didn't get Uncharted Trilogy? Damn you, you got Knack 2, I'm so jealous. Interesting. Yeah, normally they do change things in Germany. I know there was a game on PS3, PlayStation Plus, they had to change it because it was like banned in Germany or something, and they gave you like Lego Batman instead. I felt so bad for you. Not that Lego Batman's a bad game, but it was a lot older back then, so, and you were missing out on a big game, proper big game. And the Uncharted Nathan Drake collection in the US and maybe somewhere else instead of Knack 2. Yeah, pretty much. For me, it was those two games. Knack 2. I don't think Germany like to give you games with guns in them. They're a bit afraid. For me, it's Journey and the Nathan Drake collection. Yeah. I just grabbed both of the free games. I have Uncharted on disc, but my disc drive is picky now, so this is good. Yeah, it's a good alternative. I platinumed the whole Uncharted collection when it went free on PlayStation Plus. Really love the second game. I love them all, to be honest. The second game is amazing. Excuse me. Never played Journey, so might as well. Yeah, go for it. It's over really quickly in like an hour or two, so don't worry about it. I love the Uncharted games, man. Uncharted 2 is definitely my favourite. Yeah, it definitely took the series, the franchise to new heights with all of like the destruction and things like that. Never heard of Time Crisis. Never heard of Time Crisis? Get out, man. You used to get the gun and you used to shoot the screen. It was like brilliant. You used to get it in the arcades, but you could also get it on your PS2 and PS1. I've been getting so many PlayStation Plus games that I already own though. Really getting annoying. I know what happens, doesn't it? It actually puts me off buying some games because I think, oh, that's so going on PlayStation Plus at some point. So I don't really want to waste my money. Crisis Averted, I guess that's meant to say. I think 4 is my favourite Uncharted game, but 2 is a very close second. Abated. Evaded. Oh man, you're having a real hash of this one. Wish PSN was free like the good old PS3 days. Yeah. I mean, when I started paying for PlayStation Plus, it was good because you were getting all these free games, and it was a good bonus, and it was quite cheap considering how many games you actually get. You actually do, and you get to try a lot of games you never would have bought. So it's a good price. So when they changed it and they made it so that you have to pay for online on the PS4, I didn't really look at it that way. I just looked at it as, okay, I'm already a member of PlayStation Plus, so the online thing doesn't really affect me because I was already getting this service anyway. Same alpha. Okay, so I've decided the only way to find out what the dream was called, I will have to start my PS4. Yeah, I guess that's the only solution. Might take you a while though to find it if you've not played in a while. So it's more of a visual type of game. Germany was fine with GTA 5, oddly. It has a torture mission in it. Ooh. Maybe there's no Germans in it. So there's one single German character. No, thank you. It's a journey you go on once and never come back. A very beautiful game, but can't see myself playing it again. Nah, I don't even think it has a platinum, so I don't think there's any point. Never heard of Time Crisis either. What? Who are these people? How can you not know of Time Crisis? Do you know House of the Dead? How can you know House of the Dead but not Time Crisis? Used to start it on the main menu and others go, Time Crisis! It was such a good game. You've not lived until you've played that pedo. I actually went to the arcade once and I fought with my brother because we were playing Time Crisis, and it's quite a tense game because there's a foot pedal and you need to like release the foot pedal so your character ducks, you know, or you put your foot on the pedal to bring yourself back up. And I was shooting away, and then I put my foot off the pedal and my character wasn't ducking. I'm like, what's going on? And my character just kept getting shot, and I kept losing lives. I was going crazy because in the arcade you spend money to get lives. And I'm like, what's going on here? Why is my character not ducking? Is the game broke? And I look down, my brother's foot, he's watching me play the game, and his foot is right on the pedal, and I'm like, you idiot, you just lost me a game. That was one fight that I'll always remember. I tried to shoot him with the gun, pretending it was real. Never worked though, unfortunately. Anyone remember Time Splitters? I love that series. Never played it, but I do know of the series. I remember the third game, the guy looked like Vin Diesel for some reason. Future Perfect or something. Never heard of either. Your gaming knowledge, your history. You need to take a crash course in some gaming history lessons. I have played House of the Dead though. Okay, well I guess you'll get 1 point for that. But Time Crisis is basically the same game, but you fight terrorists instead of zombies. And it's very good. Very good. I don't know of House of the Dead either. Do you ever go to an arcade? Are arcades even still around these days? Because no way. LB, both me and Isaac have literally no idea what you're talking about. How can you not know Time Crisis? Do you not remember you had the gun? You know when you go into an arcade, you put the money in the machine, you pick up the gun, and you shoot at the screen? Those type of games, that particular game was called Time Crisis. And there was a pedal, and you had to push the pedal to like bring your guy up, and you would release your foot off the pedal and your guy would duck to take cover, or behind a pillar or something. And enemies would shoot at you, and if their bullet was red, then it was going to hit you, so you had to duck and then get back up, shoot everybody, duck, get up, shoot everybody. Really cool. It's like a handgun, but you could unlock like a machine gun, you could unlock a rocket launcher, a shotgun. It was pretty cool. Anyone who doesn't know what Time Crisis or House of the Dead are needs to bow their heads in shame. Exactly, Swickful. You know, I thought everybody knows what Time Crisis is. Is that how old I am now that only I know what Time Crisis is? You can still find it in the arcade. I'm sure you can still play Time Crisis 4 in some places. Especially House of the Dead. I always see House of the Dead especially again the 4th game. I'm 14 and you expect me to know a PS2 game? Yes, you're supposed to know all the games, man. Or if you go to an arcade place, surely you like arcade places. They're cool. I don't really like the driving games. I always preferred the gun games. What is an arcade? Oh, don't you start. I bet you they're so popular in Holland. Don't pretend. These whippersnappers and their battle royale games, completely unaware of the classics. Oh yeah. Just wait till you're like 10 years older, Small Human and Isaac and whoever else, and then you're like, oh, do you remember the battle royale games? And then you're going to have people on your stream going, what? What's battle royale? I don't know what battle Fortnite? What the hell was Fortnite? I never heard of Fortnite before. You expect me to know a PS4 game? That's what you're gonna get. This is how karma works, man. Hey Jenkins Gaming, welcome. Hope you're doing well. We actually made a lot of progress. I deleted some of it though, because we're working on a different room now. We're working on the nursery station now. So let me just delete some of the walls here. We'll put the nursery station here, right? So we need, let's make some double doors. These are my double doors, right? Boom, easy as that. I don't want to make the corridor too wide, so we might have to change this up a little bit. And obviously we'll have some like patient rooms here, but you're not gonna be able to enter them, so they're just there for show, really. Because this area is just for cutscenes, mission progress, to basically save your game, things like that. Put that there. I don't even know if I'm going to use it, to be honest. Maybe put it on this side. Right, so I need if you're coming through the corridor here, get to the nursery station. The nursery station's going to be like, maybe the supply closet is here, maybe that's good. So we can put the supply closet there. Maybe a bit more, just to give you a bit more room. Because the closet's quite small actually, so let's make it like that. And then once we go up here, I guess the nursery station will start about here, maybe. Now I know we found, when we did the job centre, we found a good desk for it, but I don't remember the exact name for it, so we're just gonna have to see if I can find something. Because it was the perfect desk for the nurses section. It wasn't quite like this, but you get the idea. It was more like a corner sort of thing. I mean, not as bad as that. Someone made this in an asylum. Oh, that looks creepy. Is that meant to be a game? Maybe that could be good, but it's not really. It's not really what I'm looking for. I'm finding a lot of these corners, but it's just not the same one that we found before. We're gonna have to go back to the job centre, I think, just to find out what this damn desk was called. Maybe it was this one. Yeah, it was this one. Reception desk. We'll just use it for now. I think it gives you an idea of what it looks like. So let me just bring it back out again. And we shall put it here. Let me just check the sizes here again. just to make sure everything's all good. Do I make it too huge? Probably should be a little bit bigger, like maybe put it like that. Maybe that's a good height. Maybe a bit higher. Put it like that, I think. That looks good. Obviously I'll need to make it wider. That's when I create my own. I'll create my own desk, because I mean I could probably manipulate this one. Try and stretch it maybe? Yeah, I can stretch it, but it doesn't look good, it looks bad. But let's see, how big is this going to be? So we'll put a wall here. Let me just turn this round. Let's block this off here. So you get the idea. It's going to be like that. Damn you, Nemesis! Why don't you just leave us alone, then? Let's see. Maybe the wall is a bit too long coming through here. I think it might be slightly too long. Just reduce it a little bit. Do it like that. Alright, I think that looks a bit better maybe. Just a bit longer. I'll be able to figure out how I'm going to do all the proportions and stuff once I properly play the game, and I'll be able to see what actually works well. So let's see, we've got the patient's room. It's there. So just sort of going with the flow here. Right, just keep it like that for now. So behind them, in fact, I want to give them a bit of space behind them so that they can put all the files and stuff down. Let me just copy another one of these over. That's how lazy I am. Just start deleting things. You can't even see things. I hate that everything's all invisible. Destroyed all these shapes. Oops. Alright, so there we go, we've got a wee desk at the back. Keep all their files and stuff. Just stretch it a wee bit. Oh, there's still one here. There you go, sorted. So I'll get the files and stuff. I think you're going to save your game on the counter though. But I think I'm going to duplicate it. I'm going to try and make like, this is like kind of like Scrubs. There's like a desk on both sides. It's a very busy hospital. So I guess in one of these parts here, there's going to be like the files to save your game. And you're going to have the nurse character. She's going to be hiding behind here when you first encounter her. So it's going to be like that. I just need to... In the end, I'm going to have to extend this wall again. Put it like that. So this is where you first meet the character. I feel like this corridor is probably a bit too wide, so I'm just going to bring everything in a little bit, just to solve that problem. Looks a bit better now. So she's hiding behind here, peeking up all the time. Who's that coming through that door? And the same thing, I'm going to duplicate this little corridor on the other side here. And basically, if you look at it from this height, so this is the nurses, what do you call it? The nurses' station. You when you come up the staircase or the elevators, you're going to arrive here. And then you're going to go through these. There's going to be doors here to enter the nurse's station. There's going to be more doors that lead up to another part of another corridor. Same here, corridor here, corridor here. I don't know if all the 4 corridors will be accessible, or if you'll have to unlock certain ones, or maybe some are locked from the other side, or blocked, or something like that. So, just so I don't want to make it like a labyrinth, so you're walking around all the way around, and there's so many rooms. I want it to be not too difficult to know exactly where you're going. So I'm just going to try and get like a basic structure for this, just to get it sort of symmetrical. Looks alright to me. If you remember Scrubs, I'm trying to make something like Scrubs, basically. Oh hey Carla, you behind the desk there. My nurse won't be called Carla though. I'm going to keep it more original. Call her Betty. Nope, all I played in my childhood was GTA 5, GTA 4 and LBP. If I said to you, do you remember GTA Vice City or GTA San Andreas, you probably would go, what? They don't exist. And MotorStorm, well at least you played MotorStorm, that was a pretty cool game. I like the mud. Shakes head, it's small who man. Hey Reckley, welcome back, hope you're having a great week. How's your progress going in Dreams? We've made quite a lot of scenes. I don't know if you're here before, but we made a big patient ward. We made an X-ray room. We made a storage room, and now we're making like a nurse's station, which is going to be like kind of like a safe area where you can save your game. You can meet one of the main side characters here, and you're going to see this place quite a lot, I think. Did you play Police 24/7? It was like Time Crisis, except a camera knew where you were, so you didn't need the pedal to duck. Ah, okay, no, I don't think I did play Police 24/7. Maybe I did, like, it rings a bell. If I played it, I probably only played it like once or twice. There was also another game I played where it was like, I don't know if this is the same game you're talking about, but you were in a helicopter and you had like a sniper rifle. And you had to like shoot people like in the cars that were getting away and stuff like that. That was like a hard version of Time Crisis because I was terrible at sniper games. Hey Nestor, how are you doing? Hope you're having a great week. Also pretty cool how you're actually making good progress this stream. Yeah, it's because I'm ignoring you guys. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I think it's because I guess it depends on the stream. Some streams, like, we get a lot of people asking like questions like, how do you do this, how do you do that, and usually that takes a bit more time. But also I think because I'm getting in more of a rhythm, I guess, because when we were making the streets, I felt like all the buildings and stuff were all unique. They were different. Like the restaurant is different from the store, the job centre is different from the mechanics, so I felt like I had to spend a lot more time to figure out how everything was. But I think because of the hospital, everything's kind of the same in the hospital. Like, you know, it's like they use the same kind of objects, they use the same kind of beds and, you know, general design. So I don't really have to search for a whole new scene, a whole new list of things. I'm basically using the same doors, the same little walls, the same things. So it does help a lot to get the scenes done a lot quicker. And what's good is that once we finish this nurse's station, this technically excluding the corridors outside of the nurse's station, all the rooms are done because we made the patient room already. Like that room we made last week is in here, and we just need to decide how many patient rooms can you actually enter. So some will be blocked, some will be locked, or whatever. Reuse the same patient room, just remix it, change it up a little bit, so that it does seem like a different room. It's not just the same room again. It's got some unique properties. But yeah, after we do this, the second floor is kind of done. The third floor technically is kind of done. I can just reuse the nursery station. I can reuse the corridors once we make them. I can reuse the patient rooms. The only thing that I need to add is a break room, and then I think this floor is done. The third floor, the only unique part to the third floor is like a director's office room, and then we can go down to the basement, do some of the basement, some of the storage down there. We can get started on the morgue, which I'm looking forward to. We'll probably need to create like a surgical room for downstairs as well in the first floor. So that's what we need to do. We need to do the break room. Probably tomorrow we'll do the break room. We'll do maybe the director's room. If we had time, we'll do the surgery room. And then next week we'll do the morgue and the basement sort of storage area. And then I guess we've made some good progress. I don't need to make a bathroom because we'll reuse the bathroom from the job centre. Saves me making a bathroom all over again. I'll just reuse the same one from the job centre, just move things around, maybe change the perspective, things like that. And then we just have to make the grounds outside. And then we just need to focus on making the other two buildings. So the other two, but one building has a cafeteria, it has conference rooms, it has some small little labs just for testing and things. And then the other building is mostly for children, so it'll have like a play area, it'll have some fun little rooms, and I'll reuse some other rooms like storage rooms, bathrooms if we need it. Just remixing things we've already made. So the hospital is like, it's going to take us a few more weeks to get everything done, but by June I think we can get all the level design done, because we need to do, after the hospital we've got the underground lab, but it's not going to be huge. It's going to be it's definitely going to have like at least 10 rooms maybe, but I think 10 rooms if we design like 2 or 3. Now that we're doing 2 streams a week, we could probably design like anywhere from 4 to 5 rooms, maybe more. So making good progress. Then it means once all the level design is done, we can start doing streams that focus more on the graphics, like actually putting more detail into these streams and figuring out where all the items are going to go and where the in-game cutscenes are going to trigger, things like that. But I'm happy with the progress. Oh. I had a cat climb through the window there. I'd shit myself. What are you doing? Yeah. You had enough? Come in. Come in. Had the cat here. You've probably seen him. He's a troublemaker, aren't you? You're a troublemaker. Hey. There you go there. Sometimes he climbs in through the window, causing problems. You're blocking the TV. I can't see anything. He's rubbing his face against the iPad, and the iPad's nearly falling over. What are you doing? Do you know we're live? Local, we can't really mess around here. Right, you go up there. You go on the printer. Sleep on the printer. Go. Go. He's just lying on my laptop now. Go up there. That's it. Stay there. It's causing so many problems. Are you going to keep causing problems for me? This is what cats are always like. They just steal the show. Right, what's been said here? I'll quickly catch up here. Last Thursday he didn't make much progress. Yeah, but some streams we don't make as much progress. Some other streams we make a lot. So it balances itself out. That's my pen. Hey G Roids, welcome to the stream. I don't think I've seen you around before. Hope you're having a good week. Hope you're enjoying Dreams. Here's Nemesis for you. Coming to get you. Is that music in game? I must have missed that, chat. This music here? Yes. We made a jukebox with all Resident Evil 3 music. I don't publish it though because you know, copyright stuff. Only for the stream, because I know a lot of streamers when they stream from the PC they can actually play music in the on the stream. Because I'm streaming from a PS4, I can't do that, and I don't really want to put like a speaker next to my mic. I think that's a bit tacky. So the only way I can put music in the game is by making a jukebox and putting the game into play mode. So it only works because there's no actual playable characters, so nothing gets messed up when I go into play mode. But I'm only doing it because it's the survival horror streams. Once we do some other streams making some other projects that are other genres or like little cartoony games, I don't know, we're going to make a jukebox that's full of music that's made inside Dreams, so that it can try and promote some Dreams creators. Nemesis, why don't you leave us alone? He's not taking no for an answer. Now the music was imported from Resident Evil 3. It won't be used in this game, just background music for the stream. Yeah, pretty much. He's got you covered. Holy shit! MotorStorm was a game. Oh yeah, MotorStorm was excellent. I loved it. I loved the first game. The second one was alright. I just didn't play it as much, and then the third game I thought, didn't really like the third game. I guess I got bored by then. GTA Vice City is my favourite actually. Yeah. He looks a bit like the guy from the third game, but they're technically different people. Wipeout 2097. I've actually not really invested that much time into Wipeout games. They're alright, pretty good. Pretty difficult though, you need to practice properly because it's pretty fast. Many. Hey Scheme Costs, nice to see you again. And just like the title of your game, you are silently in the chat. Silent Scope, it might be. Yeah, I don't remember the name, but it could be. Could be that. Scott, me and my mate are playing FIFA Co-op Seasons on Division 2. Won every title so far. Oh, nice. I see you're getting better at the game then. You're not holding me back anymore. Wow, I'm downloading Journey and Uncharted right now. Excellent. It's a good bargain. Keeps you home, right? Didn't realise they were actually free. Yeah, proper free. Yeah. That cat is fire. Oh yeah, he does look fire. His fur is actually ginger like fire, so that makes sense. Cats are generally fire. Yeah, pretty much. I did not realise this until I owned a cat though. Makes sense, yeah. I think MotorStorm Apocalypse was my favourite, honestly, yeah. I mean, I like the idea that everything was like being destructible. There was a game that came out before that, was it called Split Second? And that was a game that you could trigger destruction, like you could make like a plane land or something, and make bridges collapse and try and take out other cars. I think MotorStorm Apocalypse, they tried to do something like that. I just didn't care anymore by that point, I think. Because I go through phases where I like certain genres of games. Like I never really played racing games on the PS1, and then on the PS2 I used to play Burnout Revenge. That was a really good game. I guess that's the game that really got me into racing games. And then when I was on the PS3 I got MotorStorm and Burnout Paradise. Gran Turismo, it's not so good. But I did really like Dirt 2. I was addicted to that game, pretty cool. But yeah, this generation I haven't really played much. I bought Drive Club. Did I buy Drive Club? I don't know if it was the free edition that we got. Because I know Sony did say that they would give you the free version. I think maybe it was the free version, I can't remember. But yeah, it's alright. Because it's by the same people that made MotorStorm, but I don't know, I just don't like the realistic type of games, you know. One day LBA will have a full streaming setup and his camera will no longer cover important textual plot points. Oh yes, exactly. That's the dream. I mean, I can change the camera's location. I can put it in the top corner or the other bottom corner. I just put it here because usually people put health bars and things and the information on the top, so I just left it down here. But I can always change it. But yeah, that'll be the day. I would love to get a proper beast PC. That way I can like properly stream. Stream to YouTube and Twitch and Mixer or whatever, all at the same time. You know, that way I don't have to choose where I stream. I can just stream everywhere and keep everybody happy, you know. Because we don't really have a presence on Twitch because with Media Molecule, because they only really promote Twitch streams. It's hard for them to promote YouTube streams, I guess, because they can't host. But most of you guys prefer YouTube, and to be honest, I like to keep all the content in one place. So I'm not going to go to Twitch. I'll only go to Twitch if I can stream to YouTube and Twitch simultaneously. That's about it, you know. But to get a proper PC like that, it's not cheap. And I literally would only use it for streaming. Like, I can edit my videos with my laptop. It's a decent laptop. It's good enough. I don't really need a proper PC because I don't play PC games. But it would just be to stream, and I just feel like spending all that money just so I can stream to Twitch. Right now, it's not really worth it. So we'll see what it looks like in a year or two. Because I've never done a full year of streaming. I've always been like on and off, on and off. I think since, like, if you exclude the vacation I took in January, I guess I started streaming at the end of November, beginning of December maybe, and I've been doing it consistently until now. So if I keep it, I'm going to increase the streams, and I'm going to keep the consistency. So if we can do that to the end of the year, I think we'll have a good foundation for next year and so on. Honestly, let me see here. It was my favourite because of how customizable the cars were. I loved strolling around a track in a police car and pretend it was an actual apocalypse. Good times from my childhood. Good times. I don't actually remember the police car, but yeah, it was a good game. I'm not going to say it's a bad game. I just never. I think by the time that game came out, I was playing other games, and I just didn't want to play a racing game at that point. Is there a way to look at all my liked dreams so I can find this stream I'm looking for easily? Yes, you can. There should be a category on the menu, but I'm not sure if they removed it. It basically says dreams that you've played before. So just click that and you can scroll through them all. It should be near the bottom of Dream Surfing. It might take you a while to find it though if you play a lot of dreams. But I think you can filter it. So if you can filter it for a horror tag, maybe it will decrease the things that you've actually played. I have Drive Club, didn't really like it too much. Yeah, it's just like Gran Turismo a little bit. I don't really like realistic racers. The only exception I made was Dirt 2 because, I don't know, I just found it really fun. Because it reminded me a little bit of MotorStorm, I guess. Because you get to go through the dirt and stuff. Funny enough. I got it. It's called Pit Stop by the Black Hood. Pit Stop. It took 4 hours. Oh my. I don't know if I've played it. I think if I ever played a game in a gas station, it was like a really short level that took like 20 minutes. So maybe it's not that one. Maybe it's a different one. But I'll definitely add it to my list if I've not played it. So we'll play that on Saturday then. And see what that's all about. It wasn't a police car, I just made it look like one. Oh, okay. That's alright then. Interesting, I'll have to check that out. Yes, I'll add it to my list in a moment. That is literally what I just did and found it. Filtered by horror and played. Yeah, so sometimes the filter actually does come in handy, which is quite nice. So what do we need here? We need... Oh, did I still have the chair from the other scene? No, I deleted it, I think. Yeah. Sadly, it's gone. It's gone forever. I thought I had a chair, but I think I used it in the other scene. I wanted to find the. Oh look! It's right here. Perfect. We crisis averted. So there we go. Oh, it's got physics on it though. That's not what we want. Right, hold on, let me. Don't bounce. Hold on. I'm going to get to the bottom of this, right? I'm going to put it right on the floor, right, so that it doesn't go crazy. Please don't be. It's not even movable, and yet it's movable. Oh wait, I'm bloody changing the wall here. Look, the wall's fallen. Oops, I didn't mean that. I totally destroyed that wall. Oops. Right, hold on, let me try that again, right? Let's try this again. Why did you put automatic physics on this chair? I do not like it. I do not like it at all. Right. Still movable. Right, screw that chair. I hate that chair. I don't want that chair anymore. Can we just... I think I used this one. I think I went like this. I think I literally did this and then I went goodbye. And then I just reused this chair. See, this chair is more gravity friendly. Let's see. Don't want to make it too low. I guess that's alright. And then we can... What does that say? Object deleted. It was too far from the center of origin. Who knows what that was? Alright, so we'll get the files so we can save the game. The exact file that I used, I'm probably not going to find it so easily. Maybe I should search the plural version, maybe. Files. Let me see. It wasn't those. I can't remember if we searched for binder, maybe. Yeah, ring binder, that was it. So basically this was going to be the save system, not the full object, but the file that's open. That was going to be where you save your game. So we can pretty much get rid of these. Probably put those in the wall later. But yeah, this is where you're going to save your game. I think we've kind of decided it's going to be in this file system here. So it's nice to have that finalised. So this will be the place that you'll come on the second floor to save your game over here. And then we'll get some. We'll bring those out again, just to put them on the wall, because we need some basic files. I'll probably line these up. I'll make like a shelf and stuff. Put lots of papers and stuff scattered around. Maybe there's like a little computer here. But let me see if I could just get like a... Oh, I meant to put the grid on. If we get a wall, kind of like that. Probably need to shrink it a little bit. Don't know how long the desk's going to be, but I think that's a good length for the desk. So let's see here. Put it there. Gives people more space to enter. Put another one over here. do. That'll do for now. And then we'll just duplicate all this. Once we sort this out, I'll duplicate it onto this side as well. But yeah, that's the nurse's station kind of done. Obviously I'll need to block off this part at the back here. Just to get a rough little structure finalised. So we can imagine it's kind of like that. Then I'll put another one over here. Yeah, that'll do, I think. Looks good to me. So I think we've made some good progress today. I'm just going to catch up with some things here that I might have missed. It might be the same one, but it's way bigger. It takes time to play since it's a really puzzle-like, and it might have been early version you played. Yeah, maybe I played it when it first released, and then I thought, oh, because it did have an ending, but it was weird how it ended. This little guy chased you and you had to run away, and then it ended. And it might have been an early version, yeah. I just remembered there is even a second one that I haven't even played yet. A sequel. Crisis Averted. Crisis Averted, you got it right. There, you done it. Perfect. Wait, I might have been zoned out. How exactly do you stream with a cam and a mic whilst streaming PS4? Well, you just... you need to buy the PlayStation camera. No other camera works. It has to be the PlayStation camera. And you just plug your mic into the USB of the PS4. So there's my mic there. That's it. And then that's it really. Everything works pretty simple. Gotcha followed Stubaka if you're still there. Oh nice. The name will Jix. Okay. You're going crazy with your spellings here. B Buvaretta. Yeah, that's the one. So yeah, we made some good progress. We made the patient ward. We made a basic X-ray room. We started to build a lot of the stuff inside the X-ray room. We made a little bit of a storage room, and we've got the second floor. We've got the nurse's station. We're starting to put that together. So yeah, some good progress. I'm happy with that today. And we'll be back again tomorrow with another create stream. We'll be making more areas from the survival horror game. I won't be able to stream as early as I started before. Maybe it'll be a bit later, but it'll still be a good couple of hours we'll stream for tomorrow. So if you want to check that out, we'll be here again tomorrow. Let's see. Damn, so my Logitech C920 won't work then? No, sadly it won't work. It works on the PS3, it just doesn't work on the PS4. I think they were like, they wanted to make their camera exclusive, and it made things a bit more complicated, you know. So, you would need to spend money to get the camera, unfortunately. Damn, I meant that the receptionist's name could be Buvaretta. Okay. So the statue and the nurse can both be Buvaretta. I was named after the statue when I was just a lass. My autocorrect is so messed up. We'll definitely watch tomorrow. Oh, thanks so much. Thanks for streaming, LB. Yeah, no problem. It was a fun stream. Don't forget to send me your song. Yeah, once it's finished, I'm going to put some finishing touches on it. Get up to 3 minutes. I probably won't put the vocals in just yet. I'll just finish the music first. I'll polish it up, I'll add some little effects, and then I'll send it to you. You can laugh at it, and then you can fix it for me, and then we'll create a masterpiece together, and then I'll add the vocals and stuff. So yeah, if anybody doesn't know what we're talking about, every week I'm going to do a music and a sculpt challenge. So every Tuesday and Wednesday I'll publish a video showing you what I've created this week. It's so that by the end of the year I can at least be decent at music and sculpting. I think it's important that I need to put some time into getting better at these things. Yeah. Thanks, man. Great stream indeed. Till next time. Are we getting a quick sneak peek? Oh no, it's too bad. It's too bad. Honest, I'll only show you once Isaac polishes it. I think then we can compare the two versions. But right now it's not good enough. You're going to be like, what is this trash? So we'll see. Enjoyed the stream, LBA. Good chatting, dudes. Yeah, thanks very much for coming and hanging out with us. So we'll create more of the areas tomorrow. Then we'll play some of your levels again on Saturday if you get any suggestions. So until then, take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. See ya.